Hello guys and welcome back to the Trackmania Awards of 2022. I'm Lauz Turbo and today we're gonna take a look onto the most memorable, most intense and closest matches from the previous year. But before we jump into the 4 nominations and the honorable mention, I really want to give a shout out to NTWU and Ubisoft Nadeo. Without you guys, this event would have not been possible. Our first nomination is the Zorated Cup quarterfinal 3. High stakes bring out the most exciting battles. It was definitely the case for this match. 4 duos fighting for a chance to play in front of 15,000 live spectators at Accor Hotel Arena in Paris. Only 2 duos can advance, and at the end, 2 underdog teams claimed the big prize. This race had everything: the upsets, the comebacks, heartbreaking defeats and uplifting victories. This match was anything but predictable, and it made it one of the most memorable races of the year.
Il a réussi à reprendre pas mal de secondes sur son adversaire GGeek. Tout va se jouer ici, au transfert avant la fin. Oh, pas poutré mon transfert! Mais GGeek a fait un meilleur transfert que lui, mais ça fait 3 arrivées qui ratent déjà. Est-ce que GGeek va pouvoir y arriver? Ok, je crois que c'est raté pour GGeek. Ok, ça va le faire, mais Papou à moins de airtime. Papou à moins de airtime. Qu'est-ce qui va se passer? GGeek est en train d'y arriver. C'est fait, mesdames et messieurs. GGeek s'est qualifié et élimine de ce fait Kappa et Papou avec leurs duos respectifs. OMG, c'est GGeek. Oh!
Our second nomination comes from the same tournament, but was played a couple of weeks after that. I'm talking about the Zorated Cup semi-final 2. If you have to define the match to summarize this evening on the 4th of June in Bercy, it definitely was the second semi-final. In front of 15,000 people going berserk after each close round, the 8 players have given us a fantastic and memorable show where all emotions were felt. Ultag and Wolstyle have created the surprise to qualify for the final in first place. But the key moment will be the final 1v1v1 between Afi, Bren and Tialec to see who's gonna qualify in second place. In the end, it will be the future winners of the Zorated Trackmania Cup 2022 who win that final rounds, give us this heartbreaking image of Carl Jr. trying to comfort his partner and best friend Bren. This match is of course one of the best sellers of 2022.
Red qui a bien besoin d'une première place, c'est le moins qu'on puisse dire, mais pour l'instant il n'est pas premier. Pour l'instant c'est Afi et Wazil qui le sont. Il pourrait aller non seulement leur deny la place de finaliste, mais en plus aller gagner 10 points. Bren est en train de se hisser vers la première place, mais attention, est-ce qu'il va toucher le mort? Tout va se jouer ici. Bren qui termine en première place. C'est incroyable. Incroyable, Bren qui va chercher 10 points et qui empêche n'importe qui.
Our third nomination is the TMGL Spring Final, Carl Jr. versus Muda. Already from the get-go, it was clear that this match was going to be close, as Muda won the last round of the first map by only 12 thousandths of a second. As it was following a script, this was repeated in the next map, where Muda again wins the double finals round by just 500ths of a second, sniping Carl on the infamous water glider. At this point, Muda is ahead by 2-0, and against most people, this would make you very comfortable. But his opponent, Carl Jr., is not most people, who responded by winning the next 2 maps, taking us to the last map, Tiny Gap. As if this match had not already delivered, Tiny Gap went to a double finals round where Muda beats Carl Jr. by an unbelievable 6,000ths of a second, earning himself the title of the TMGL champion.
Still getting closer, it's still the same gap, Muda trying to hold on, the last jump to the side, who wins? TMGL this season, Carl barely overtaking the lead, Muda is gonna go for the more speed, whoever gets it best here wins, and Muda will have some more speed!
Who gets it? It's so close, we can't see points! 6,000 of a second and Muda wins the TMGL Grand League!
Incredible, he just had a sliver advantage to secure the win. That is how close it is, but Muda is your champion.
But before we jump into the last nomination, there's also an honorable mention on this list, and that is the LV Cup Grand Final. In the past years, Trackmania evenings are filled with many smaller but often still very stacked cups. Many of those are providing fascinating battles and matches. Representative for all those weekly and daily cups, we have an honorable mention about the LV Cup Grand Final from the very beginning of 2022. The LV Cup was a fast-learned competition in which 4 players did qualify for the Grand Final, where they played in cup mode against each other. On the 11th of January, the grand final produced thrilling and funny happenings. After a long and close match, the three players Airside, Enix and Marius reached the final status just within 2 rounds. The admin then funnily wrote 3 finalists, good luck both. Heath was still some rounds away from the final status, but started to win many rounds in a row, often denying by just a few hundreds, sniping at the finish and even driving new world records. He made it into the quadruple final situation in which, pace-wise, the underdog Marius 89 then got one of his best runs and stole the victory away from his opponents. Alright, let's jump into our last nomination on this list, and that is the Arctic Gaming Experience Grand Final in Melee. Already on the first map, called Border, it was clear this was going to be an amazing match, as of all 5 rounds he ended up being decided by less than 100th of a second. Even after this incredible first map, the excitement never let up, as none of those players managed to build a big enough lead to feel comfortable. The pace from every player was world class, coming short within the world record by only a couple of hundredths of a second on several occasions. It then came all down to the 5th and final map, Arctic, where in a triple finals round, Pack clutched out the win to walk away with 6,000 euro and the title of AGE champion. The closeness of this match, combined with a high level of gameplay, makes this one of the greatest matches of 2022.
Who's gonna get the best ice slide? This is gonna be so detrimental. Tween hits the snow, and now it's gonna be Binks and Cap. Who is gonna take home the victory? Who is gonna become the grand champion? Pack is in the lead. Binks is trying to push the exit speed. Only a few more drifts left. Pack is trying to push it as fast as he can, but Binks gets a little bit closer, and Binks makes a mistake!
Pack in a clear lead, only needs one more turn and he's the champion! Give it up for Pack!
Man, we had some stacked matches in 2022. Make sure to vote for your favorite match, the link is in the description below, and we will see you tomorrow.